Somebody tell Drake to stop snitching. We got Drake suing UMG, his own label, which is a detail I feel like a lot of people have been leaving out of this whole equation. But he's suing UMG and Spotify for defamation. I got the full breakdown video right here from Chicks. Hit that thumbs up button. Shout out to Chicks Move, friend of the family. Thumbs up button. Yeah, all that. Let's go. Nigga, come on, right? I can't believe my eyes. And man, this new generation, y'all stop snitching. We bringing it back to that 2005. Stop snitching.
You know what to do, Chicks.
Listen, Chicks Smooth.
Hey, Chicks Smooth. Appreciate all the coverage that you've been doing. I've been watching your shit for a while. I just subscribed to your shit too, bro.
Hey man, your man's Drizzy is going back to back with the lawsuits. After filing yesterday's initial lawsuit on
Hey, I think niggas are starting to remember this guy is Canadian. Like, all that, my man gonna do the niggas. And I'm not gonna act like, let's not act like this business world, the deal that Drake signed with Lucian Grange is some kind of like ethical street code. So when I use the word snitching, no, he didn't literally snitch. But boy, nigga, you tattletelling. You definitely, Kendrick hit me in the eye. Yeah.
on UMG, Drake said, nah, that's not enough. Let's spin the block again with a second lawsuit. Now, yesterday's lawsuit on UMG was about UMG using bots, payola, and pretty much different methods to boost up the numbers for Kendrick's Not Like Us. Now,
okay, I just want to take a general consensus. Do you believe that? Because, I mean, I think I genuinely believe if you start dealing with any human being signed to a number, deal, 95, no, all of them, there's some kind of weird things at foot. I'm sure there is some kind of bot packs being purchased for all these labels, just because for years of doing YouTube and just sort of seeing how YouTube numbers work, sometimes when you look at like if PewDiePie puts out a video and it gets 2 million views, it's sort of hard for me to believe that Boston Richie is creating the same amount of traffic on a song in that same time. You understand what I'm saying? So, no hate on Boston Richie. I like Boston Richie, but come on, we know what's going on. But Drake has benefited from this his entire career. Drake is the #1 nigga since I have been using Spotify, Apple Music, that when I open my shit up, you see Drake. Now, a couple years, like 5 years ago, you could say Drake, Rihanna, and Kanye West were the most three. That's why, and we all laughed at Kanye West when he was complaining about Drake getting the payola on for free. What happens is these guys are spoiled fucking brats. And they're people who have business connections, and Universal supersedes algorithms and all of that. So essentially, they've just been handed things. And when you get used to being handed things, it's so hard for you to even fathom you losing. How can I lose when the nigga's handing it to me? It's like you're cheating and still losing. This shit make me lose a lot of respect for Drake. I ain't gonna lie.
Now, some people yesterday made the joke saying, yo, this is what Drake is mad about? He's not even mad about being called a quote-unquote pedophile on the record. Well, today, Drake heard you guys' criticisms and jokes, and he says, hey, you know what? Let me slap him with a defamation lawsuit. You guys are right.
Nah, that is some bitch-ass shit, boy. And defamation in a rap battle? I do always say, right, in rap battles, personally, I believe you only cross the line when it comes to family. So if we're rapping and you're like, man, you fat motherfucker, your neck smell like churros and you getting on my ass, pause, no Diddy. Okay, I'm never going to get mad. I might even laugh. But you like, and your mama a bitch. I might lean you. I just might lean you. But Drake, you're the one who brought families into this. So nigga, it's like, what is the fam? Okay, you were a diddler, but nigga, I mean, come on. Nigga thought he had proof. Allegedly.
Reminded me about that one. Now today, Drake launched a second lawsuit on UMG, accusing UMG of defamation and claiming they could have easily halted the release of a song that's falsely accusing him of being a sex offender.
That's what I'm saying. So if Drake is willing to sue right now because they didn't stop it, Does anybody think of all of the songs that might have been diss tracks to Drake that have been stopped by Universal? I'll tell you something. Universal and Sony are the like, it's Universal. I'm talking about when you're dealing in copyright. I know now as a person who deals in this YouTube, whether I'm reacting to Taylor Swift, whether I'm reacting to Rihanna, Drake, Eminem, Kendrick, a lot of the UK artists, a lot of them, that claim comes from Universal Group or UMG, Universal Music Group. That's where that claim comes from, because this shit is a lot more of a monopoly than it looks. So, you might have artists that aren't on the same exact label, but it really is. That's why when you hear about, like, they didn't care who won, whether it was Biggie or Tupac. Someone was being paid. Yeah, the Lucien Granges of the world are being paid regardless. So that shit Kanye was saying, Drake made that deal with Lucien, he's blackballing artists and shit. I completely believe it now when you are willing to sue that they didn't stop Kendrick. Kendrick, the hottest nigga on earth, Kendrick. So what the fuck do you think of even like give me an ASAP Rocky, all that? I wonder how many shit have these niggas have tried to put out that Drake just, and it didn't come out, and it didn't hit that nigga down. You know,
Now, Drake and his lawyer are alleging that UMG funneled payments to iHeart as a part of their pay-to-play scheme to promote the song on radio. He's claiming that UMG knew.
And if this nigga saying this shit, I believe him. I believe him for the simple fact, I know he's done that shit before. How else you gonna sue? That's why it's so dangerous. Like when you catch a court case, it'd be one thing if a nigga was lying, hey, they're selling drugs, and even if you are selling drugs, he has no details on how the shit plays, he can't do no damage. But the nigga who was in here selling it with you, oh, if he goes to the stand, he knows where the body's buried. Drake knows where these bodies are buried. So I believe this is going to expose all of the Universal artists. It's going to expose that these numbers have been being inflated. The thing about Not Like Us is it's like, I went to a lot of events and clubs and places that hip hop exists since this has dropped. Shit, nigga, the radio. No, sorry, not the radio. Non-curated places. So places where, and it's being played. You go to basketball play. These are what DJs want to play. This is what people are wanting to throw on. I don't believe that the Not Like Us number's not real. And it's not that I don't believe any numbers are real, but I do believe that UMG has that belief that it's gonna look bad if my numbers aren't, if Drake doesn't have 1 million views. So he does a song that gets 300,000. I do believe that there is incentive for these companies to fill that other 700,000 up. Not to say 300,000 views isn't great, but they do these kind of things. And we've seen them since album sales. Now that they can't bundle their fucking merch with music, have you noticed everybody's selling less? They've been playing these lit games.
That Kendrick's song falsely accused them of being a certified pedophile and predator, but chose to release it anyway. If you guys thought the first lawsuit yesterday was wild, check this one out. Now, according to the lawsuit, UMG could have refused to release or distribute the song or required the offending material to be edited or removed. But UMG chose to do the opposite.
As an artist, man, Drake is literally suing and opting for losses, and he wants artists to be silenced. And everybody, when you listen to me right now, I love music. So there's a thing that I hold very dear in my heart that is integrity, musical integrity. And you understand why a person like me will say an artist having a ghostwriter is bad. It's very bad for the culture. And somebody like a DJ Academic's like, they all got ghostwriters, just do it, because he doesn't love music. He's just looking at it, okay, whatever, the song makes my foot tap, I'm good. If people are saying they like this, I like this. I'm sitting here standing on something. The fear of the AI artist, another thing Drake has done. Have you noticed anything that stands on artistic integrity? He's now trying to use the police and federal government to silence art. He's tried to use computers to recreate legends and literally bastardize them. You've just literally make my man. That shit sort of pissed me off. Thinking really listening to Kendrick's Reincarnated. It's like you doing nigga do this to Pac. You would do this to Pac, nigga. Tupac, nigga. And you've cheated and lied about whether you've stolen music, you've stolen stuff. There's no integrity in your game, Drizzy.
UMG designed, financed, and then executed.
Boy, this water is good as fuck. I ain't gonna lie. I never been one to drink out of these cups with straws. Then I got a girlfriend, nigga, it make it hit so different.
The plan to turn Not Like Us into a viral mega hit with the intent of using the spectacle of harm to Drake and his businesses to
the music industry definitely needed Not Like Us. I think hip-hop as a whole needed it.
Drive consumer hysteria and, of course, massive revenue. That plan succeeded, likely beyond UMG's wildest expectations. Hey man, is anybody else getting a good chuckle out of this like I am? So because Kendrick's Not Like Us grew into a massive slap that everybody rocks with, you're crying that UMG could have taken out the part where he calls you a pedophile? This can't be the same guy that made Back to Back and had everybody yelling at Meek Mill asking him, yo, is that a word tour or your girl's tour? Imagine if...
Right, and I think about Do Not Disturb, where Drake says, I saw the side of myself, and when I was writing views, I probably self-destruct if I ever lose, but I never do. That nigga was not capping. That nigga was telling nothing but the truth. And this is the self-destruction of a man. I also think that what we don't think about with businesses, we look at businesses as the brick buildings that they exist in, but they're not. Businesses are human beings. You see this white nigga in the middle right here? This is universal, right? So you're talking about him. You're talking about his money. And you do things like this to people, and you think they're going to forgive you. If you think Lil Wayne not getting the Super Bowl has nothing to do with baby money, I got your baby money, kidnap your girl, get that, how much do you love your baby, your lady money. If you don't think it has nothing to do with that, you're tripping. If you don't think that starts at, we can't offend people and think because it's a business is not Drake. This might be the destruction of Drake as you know it, because Drake has always benefited from everything universal, from the label, from the push. And the only way Drake can save his career right now is if he goes independent and is on some I'm destroying the music industry shit, and this is for independent artists to win. That's the only way he's winning this, because then he wins over all the independent artists to go, yeah, for the greater good, let's get rid of these niggas out. These niggas over here trying to do a suck and tuck for you to get a music contract. Like, let's just stick to dropping songs on YouTube.
Back
I don't want to go to a Diddy party.
UMG saying, yo, you guys should have taken that part out of the song. It's hurting my feelings. And finally, in this defamation lawsuit, Drake and his lawyer are claiming that before UMG approved the release of the song, UMG knew that the song itself, as well as his album art cover and music video, attacked the character of Drake by falsely accusing him of being a sex offender, engaging in a pedophilic act, harboring sex offenders, and also committing other criminal sexual...
Harboring sex offenders is crazy.
Act. God damn. Even Baka was not fucking with Kendrick, saying Baka got a weird case. Why is he around? This is just insane, man. I thought we were having a rap battle here. Mind you, Drake got just as dirty as Kendrick Lamar. Right. Drake talked about his kids, his wife, but you know what Kendrick did?
Free's kid isn't his kid. That's what
he kept it pushing and kept it rap. Right. And Drake is not a stranger to rap battles. The man has been invested and personally pays URL battle rappers out of his pockets. So he definitely knows how this game goes. Unfortunately, this is what happens when the game doesn't go your way. Listen, man, you guys get in the comments below.
Banger video. Drake trying to sue the world. This is some clown work. Do I think it's going to work? No. I think it'll go on. It'll pass. I don't know how far Drake will even go with this, to be honest. Because if he goes too far, Universal's going to cut out the lights on this whole OVO experiment they've been running for the last decade. So Certified Vibe Check, come another reaction by, no, music video by me right there. Pal, click on it. Hit that thumbs up button. Get a real nigga in the algorithm. I'm out of here. Let's go.